play, Dobby. You said spin around, and now I'm really, really dizzy. Oh, dear.
Boo!
There you go. Welcome. Welcome. It's all Halloween and spookily scary here today on Crafters TV. If you've been with us all day, you know that this is how I look when I get up in the morning before I put my makeup on. We thought we would dress up, make a bit of an effort because it is Halloween, of course, and I suspect that many of you are celebrating Halloween, going off to Halloween parties, going trick-or-treating. I've bought when I say sack, I mean a sack of sweets for the children, and they'll come round to the house later tonight, I'm sure, when Debbie and I go home. Or alternatively, Debbie and I are going to put that big sack of sweets inside the living room and switch all the lights off and just eat it in the darkness. What are we going to do, Debbie? What do you reckon?
I reckon, because at that time, I think at the time we get back to the house, all the little kids will be in bed, tucked up in bed with the bigger kids. So I reckon, depends what they do, whether they deserve them or not. So the big kids of, is it Chiltern? Big kids of Chiltern. If you're out there and you're watching and you're listening, make sure you come round because you never know what surprise you'll get. Yeah, you never know.
Yeah,
I think, to be fair, Becky, I think it might be just me and you tucking into them.
I think so. But did you see how big that sack of sweets was?
I didn't see it, no.
It's 7 kilos.
How much?
I think it's six or 7 kilos of sweets.
What the?
Yeah, well, you know, don't do things by halves. Don't do things by halves. I've got to get my iPad, which is just down here, so I can actually see what's going on. To say hello to everybody. Now, we realised, gosh, I can't get on with a witch's hat. I mean, any other witches out there, how do you cope with keeping your net off your face when you're working? Do you think they don't have the net? It's very kind of Black Widow-ish, isn't it, having the net across your face, but I quite like it. It means that you can't see any of my spots. We realised in the last show that we did not do the demo of the month last month because with birthday and everything else, we just didn't quite get to it. So we're going to do that first thing. So I'm going over here to grab them. We've got 4 demos to vote on. So we've got, well, again, it's almost battle of the boxes. 3 boxes in this one. The first one we've got is Jan's, which was the Craft Your Stash, which was an exploding box. That's beautiful. Oh, I hadn't seen that one. That is absolutely lovely. So that is number 1. I'll put that together in a minute. Number 2 is Sarah's shaker box. So this is number 2. Then we have number 3, which is Leanne's beautiful piece of home decor, multimedia home decor, using that beautiful Mermaid Dreams collection. That's number 3. And number 4 is Debbie Robinson's exploding box. There you go, with a little handbag from the Craft Along. So please, if you don't mind getting your votes in, number 1, number 2, number 3. And number 4. I like them all. I like them all, but I really love them all. But we know how Leanne was a little upset that this didn't go into the vote earlier on. So number 3, this one is. Just in case you're wondering. So 1, 2, 3 or 4, please do get your votes in. Shiny first star on the board, the reset. Oh yeah. We have a reset every October. And the reason we've popped Leanne's is because we know that Leanne wanted to use it on the show, so it got missed out of the vote of the demo of the week. We know for a fact that demo of the week she would have won hands down, which is why we've popped it into the monthly demo of and we've done that for our lovely Leanne, not because we're trying to creep round her or anything like that, but just because we feel it's only fair, because Sarah took that week and she wasn't happy, so we're making things right, we're rectifying that, and we're absolutely putting that in there along with the others. So it's down to you to get voting. Which do you want? 1, 2, 3 or 4? Number 3. I'm just saying. Right, lots of people are saying hello. I'm assuming you're coming to say hello before you go trick-or-treating. Zoe Carver says, good Hallows Eve, everyone. Happy Halloween. Panda Craft says, hi, everybody. Kirsty D says, good evening, everyone. Roseanne says, hi from Massachusetts to Debbie, Becky, social media superstar Susie, and the awesome CTV team, and all my fellow crafties. And Mary is saying hello from Wisconsin. Whatever you may be doing, whether you are out celebrating tonight or you're just staying in the warm and doing a bit of crafting, I do hope you're going to enjoy the show today. We've had some amazing shows earlier on today and fantastic demos. As always, Debbie, you always make beautiful demos, and I'm always very inspired by the items that you make.
Thank you. That's very kind of you.
That's all right.
Coming from you, Becky, that really is very kind. So thank you very much for that.
You want some of my sack of sweets, don't you? That's why you're saying all those nice things about me.
But of course.
Yes.
But of course. Can have a sweet or two. But no, seriously, thank you. That's lovely. And we hope to inspire you again tonight. We've got, even though we've got a lot that we haven't covered, because we've literally had the whole of October throughout the day, and a little back in stock item that you guys have been loving. And again, I've got a feeling they're not going to be hanging around for much longer. So we've got loads to line up for you and get you some more inspiration as well, because I'm going to do a few of my takes on some of the items that we haven't covered already, the Bella Luna. I think we've also got 3D bag templates. I love them.
Oh, yep.
Which was based on my craft along this, was it, what day were I in? Saturday?
Saturday.
Saturday,
No, Saturday.
yes. Thought it was. Of course it was, please. That's right, Becky. How can I forget that game? You won.
Yay! You're going to celebrate my win again.
But yes, so literally we are going to try and get as much as we can in for you this next couple of hours.
Fantastic. And I think we're going to start with the Bella Luna collection, aren't we?
Yes.
Which you've got open, which I haven't actually seen properly yet. So I'm looking forward to having a proper look.
It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Yes, absolutely. I'll show you a few samples actually, because I think have you got the boards and everything down there? I'll show you a few samples to get you to whet your appetite, to get you in the mood for a little bit of Bella Luna. I love this. Sheena, for me, is just an absolute genius when it comes to all of her inspiration, all of her ideas, and popping them down into stamp form, die form, and of course those gorgeous papers which you snapped up. I love everything about this collection. It is just simply stunning, and I mean that. And we do have a craft along planned this Saturday with our lovely Michelle. Why is it when I start talking, Becky?
I don't know, you were fine in the break, weren't you?
My voice.
You're using your diaphragm to speak now. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
I do apologise. Look at that. That's incredible. Just a few samples and a few ideas of what you can be making with this gorgeous collection.
Is lovely, absolutely beautiful. I like the colourways that they've used in all of these. They are really, really beautiful. A huge collection here. And I've seen from all the comments throughout of the last few days, so many people saying, Bella Luna's arriving, Bella Luna's arriving. And I know that you've absolutely loved all of this. Shall I go through the boards now? Yeah, we'll have a look at some more samples in a moment. This is your stencil, this is your landscape builder. Loads of detail that you've got in here. And I like the fact that we've given you these stencils in different sections so you're able to create your own design rather than it being very prescribed for you. The next item is this beautiful embossing folder. That is stunning with that lovely tree, beautiful view across the meadow. We also have this stamp collection which has some sentiments in there, but it's also got that beautiful scene with a kind of like lake with a little rowing boat, and very, very pretty. This next one is a stamp. It's very difficult to pick things up with these gloves. This stamps with, that's really lovely. You know, what are they talking about? Have they just got engaged? Are they just having a little chat? Are they saying, I'll make dinner if you take the bins out? Who knows? But beautiful sentiments in there. We've also got, do you reckon that's someone like me saying to my husband, I've just got 2 kittens, it's a surprise. And then, no, I don't think it's going to be. I think it's something very romantic that's going on there. This is beautiful. This is your floral crescent. This is a stamp and die set. Really very, very pretty. And then you've got this beautiful stamp and die set, which is the moon. Can't read it. I can't read it. Moon gazing. That'd be right. Moon gazing. I can't read the handwriting. I'm really sorry. But little girl on a swing, or little girl or woman. Moon gazing. Yeah. This next item is a set of dies, which is your crescent moon. This one is my favourite, I have to say. This is your full moon. Do you remember that advert for Jaffa Cakes? Full moon, half moon, total eclipse. When she was just eating Jaffa Cakes. Love Jaffa Cakes. Dolphin Dreams is this one. Very pretty there. And then finally we have the wolf. Howling Up at the Moon, a stamp and die set. £80 or $99, or £64 or $79.20 is your platinum price. There's kind of there could be quite a spooky element to some of these, couldn't there? With you picking out different aspects of these, you could make this into sort of quite a Halloweeny, spooky kind of collection. These are absolutely stunning, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're celebrating. If I get this right, they're celebrating the beauty of the moon and the mystique of that. And I think, if I remember rightly, because I remember, I mean, I love Sheena. I absolutely adore the woman. I love her creativity, I love everything about it. But I think that's what it is. It's about all of that beauty. And literally, when you see, you can see that in those gorgeous stamps, the beautiful effects in the embossing folder, and all of that working together absolutely exquisitely. Now, I know we don't have the paper pads anymore. We know how much you love those paper pads, but we do have an amazing bundle for you to get creative with. And you've seen some of those amazing samples. With or without the paper, it doesn't matter. That craft along that Michelle's doing, I can't wait to see what she's going to create with it. I really can't. But it's honestly absolutely beautiful. I'm going to use a couple of the pieces, and I say a couple of the pieces, I think someone's had their hands on some of this collection because I can't find one of them, so I'm just going to have to explain it because I've die cut it, but I haven't got it to be able to die cut it right now. And I think yours are on the boards, aren't they? It's the lovely one with the clouds around the clips of the moon. Do you know? So I just don't know where that one's gone. But I'm going to use the Floral Crescent, a gorgeous stamp set in itself, and also a matching die, so that you can then die cut around, so you don't have to do any fussy cutting. But when you stamp this up, and now, again, it depends on which way you are going to colour. I'm going to use tri-blends. Nice. So I've used Nina cardstock, and I've used alcohol. I'll just show you for a second. I've used an alcohol-proof ink pad to stamp that with as well. Clear indication on the front is there that it's got the alcohol pen, so you know you're good to go, and you know you're not going to get any bleeding or any smudging through or anything like that. But this is absolutely, it's exquisite. Exquisite. I love this stamp even on its own without using the die. Seriously beautiful. You need to go back and watch those shows with our lovely Sheena and see all of her gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous work that she did on the show. So I'm just going to do a little bit of colouring for you. And again, these are really gorgeous for any of your colouring mediums, whether you're using pencils, whether you're using a water-based medium. You just need to remember to switch over to a premium watercolour cardstock, and also the right waterproof ink pad as well, if you are going to be using those. But I'm just going to use and this is a purple blend that I'm using just to create. I'm going to come in and create a little bit of blending with our tri-blends. And as you've seen, we've already had some amazing pens earlier on.
Absolutely.
Yeah, in that bundle. Which was it called? The Spectrum War birthday bundle, if I remember rightly. Yeah, I thought it was. Yeah, absolutely. Amazing.
It's good to get a few different types of pens so you can work out the kind of collection you want to build, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm just going to come in and do a little spot of colouring. Becky, this is when I have got a chance to rest my voice because I stopped talking.
That's all right. You can stop talking. This is almost, this particular stamp is reminiscent of the Bohemian Dreams collection, isn't there? There was one that was similar to this with all those sort of flowers on it, which I think is really nice, very pretty, very usable stamp. I do like that. I love the colours you're picking out in that, those deep purples.
You already can start to see it taking shape, can't you? And,
absolutely.
Literally, just enjoy the colouring process.
If you've got any questions to ask Debbie while she's here, if you are new to crafting, and you don't understand what we're talking about, this is your opportunity to say, what is Nino cardstock? Which is what I thought it was.
Did you say Nino?
Nino cardstock. That's what I thought it was. No, I didn't know what it was. Well, because we say it, and if you're not seeing it written down, I'm thinking, who's Nino or Nana? Or I just didn't understand what you were talking about. And then I realised that you may be new, you maybe have been crafting for a long time, and you want to share some tips and handy hints. Please feel free to message in. It's always nice to hear from you. And if you're new, we like to hear from you too. You know, if you're silent. I always think silent watcher sounds a little bit scary.
Sounds a bit weird, doesn't it, when you say silent watcher? But we do know people do just sit in the background and watch and don't comment. We know our regulars that do. We're not scary.
No.
You know, if you do want to ask anything.
Although we do look quite scary today, don't we?
Well, yeah, actually, that's not a good example, is it really, today on Halloween? But yeah, absolutely. Anything you want, ask anything you want. I was
I saw a friend a few weeks ago, and she said, I always watch you. And I was like, you never mention it. And she was like, I'm not going to say anything. She said, but I often watch you, so now I have to be quite careful about what I say. Make sure I don't say anything too derogatory about her. Not that I would. There's often people that watch the shows and may watch all of them, but never feel that they're able to comment. Which is why it's always quite nice. Sometimes we do special things where we give a voucher if people comment. You're going to like a prize draw, so that's always good. I was asking people what they were doing tonight, and Panda Craft says, staying in, switching the lights off, and going to eat chocolate whilst watching CCTV with my feet up and a cuppa. I think of exactly the same thing. That's what I would be doing. I'd be hiding at the back of the house and in the dark. Hoping no trick-or-treaters come round. We don't want them to be interrupting our sweet-eating marathon that we were going to be doing later on tonight.
Big Brother, Becky?
I don't mind Big Brother. Yeah, I haven't been watching it, but I'm happy to watch it.
Oh, that's okay. Do you like Married at First Sight UK?
Yeah, I don't mind that either. I'm quite happy
that one
with
as well. Just saying, so we're getting his programme
But you know me, I fall asleep quite early on, don't I?
Well, yeah, that's the only thing. You 9 o'clock and she's nodding off.
Yeah, exactly. It's, the last few days, actually, I've been very tired. I've not slept very well. I don't know why. I think it's lack of sweets, which I'm going to fix tonight by eating lots of sweets.
Rectify that tonight.
Yes, absolutely.
Rectify that. Absolutely. And I'll be with you on that one, I think.
Good.
Although, because I'm not sure I'm feeling tea tonight.
No. Well, when it's dark, especially now that the clocks have gone back in the UK, the evenings are very dark, aren't they? And I think you just want to stay in the warm, hot drink, and watch a bit of TV, or watch somebody colouring some beautiful stamping like we're doing here.
Well, we've got all the equipment up there. We could have a little session of colouring if you want, Becky. I love a bit of colouring. Get me started on colouring and I'm gone.
Well, actually, I've got some prep to do for a show.
Have you now?
Maybe I'll get Debbie to do my prep for me. Yeah, I've got a launch coming up.
Ooh.
So I've been bringing my prep with me every single day since Saturday. And how much do you think I've done of it?
I hope a lot.
Nothing yet. I've been taking my time. I've been thinking about colour schemes, I was going to say. Christy Mahoney says, Becky, you're looking a little green. Are you okay?
Oh.
Yeah. I'm quite jealous of Debbie over there in her beautiful gold hat. And it's made me green with jealousy.
Do I like it?
Did you just snort?
I did. I'm so sorry again. I'm so sorry. Yeah, sometimes I snort when I laugh. It's not the most attractive laughs, but yeah, it can happen to me sometimes. I do apologise.
Thank goodness for that, because I do it as well.
Do you?
Yeah.
That's okay then. Yeah, I get carried away sometimes. Now I could get carried away and carry the whole colour the whole piece, but obviously time constraints. We want to get as much as we can. So literally, when you have coloured it in and you let that alcohol soak in, and again, you don't have to fussy cut, Becky, because once you've stamped it, now I would recommend don't do what I've done and then try and fussy cut, because if that moves, I could have potentially ruined my artwork. So stamp, die cut, colour, or die cut, stamp, and then colour. Colour last, always. Every day of the week, colour last. Because the last thing you want to do is colour a beautiful project in, then try and place that over the top. Now, although we give you that, sometimes it can just have that little tiny slip, and that little tiny slip will mean the difference of it cutting into your work. So always do it that way round, and like you see, you've got that beautiful finished piece. And what I love about this is it can go anywhere. It doesn't have to particularly go onto the left-hand side. You can absolutely, if you want to, pop that any direction that you want it to go into. Now, oops, Debbie, get that round there. I'm trying, do you know, that die, it's really annoying me where it is because I've had a look through and I can't find it, but just so you can see, this is the lovely, do you know those lovely clouds?
Oh, that's nice.
Around there. Now, this is a die form, and I've cut that out twice because I want to create a little bit of a drop shadow with the silver underneath there. But it is absolutely beautiful. That's it, the beauty of the moon in the twilight moon. That's the tagline that you come with this Bella Luna.
Nice.
Isn't it gorgeous?
Yeah.
It is absolutely gorgeous. And I'm losing my earpiece, so apologies, Becky. I just need a minute.
That's no problem.
Thank
I
you.
love the, I can see you've inked around the edge of that. It really makes a difference when you do that rather than just having that stark white.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm going to try and fix my earpiece in a second. So what I'm going to do is just stick those two pieces together, and I'm going to come in, because I'm using a coated cardstock, I'm going to come in with my tacky glue, because the coated cardstock is underneath, and you get a better adhesive grip when you are using tacky glue over the top rather than the all-purpose one. So I'm just going to come in and pop some around there. Honestly, I love this design.
It's very pretty. It reminds me very much of sort of Japanese paintings, and they often have, you know, that sort of feel of all the clouds and the moon.
Oh, yeah.
I like that. I can't remember there's that very famous artist, isn't there, that did the wave, beautiful wave, and then he did one with that looked like rabbits, but they're actually, well, it's cherry blossom, but they change into rabbits as they move across the page.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm not cultured like you, Becky, so I ain't got a clue which
I'm
artist
not cultured,
you're
I'm just full of useless information.
You are very cultured. You are. There we go. Let me just pop that there.
Hakusei? Is that the
Is that how you
artist?
say it? Is that the artist?
The wave. And if you have a look for the cherry blossom bunnies, I don't know if it's, I think it's the same artist, but I mean, that if you ever get the opportunity to see that, or have a look at the picture, it is just so cool. It's absolutely beautiful. A little bit, there was an artist called Escher who did a lot of black and white work, and he did that very famous, there's a very famous drawing he did, and it's almost like a labyrinth. It's that labyrinth feel where it's got stairs going in different areas, and it has there's a puzzle on one of the other ones, and it's got, I think they're frogs or lizards, and the puzzle pieces, it just looks like a puzzle, and then as you work around the drawing, towards the other side, they actually come to life, and they're actually climbing out of the puzzle. It's very much like that.
And you're saying you're not cultured. Now then, I will just explain what I've done with this, because I did have some of the paper, well, I say I borrowed some of Tracy's, because I didn't manage to get my hands on it before it sold out. Biggest regret of the birthday week for me, let me tell you now. But I've used, because there's a spray in that collection, if I remember rightly, there's a spray in there, and I've just sprayed into the piece of paper to give it that extra shimmer and shine. Now, if you don't have the shimmer from the Bella Luna, you can use one of our shimmer inks, sprays, over the top. Oh, is it still in stock? Fabulous. Fabulous, thank you. I think I've got it in here, actually. Let me just see if I can grab hold of it. There we go. Because you've got these in there as well, and the glitter paste. So they're nice little additional ones. And are they in the bundle?
Have a
go and check the web. Go and check shop. Wait a minute. Shop the show.
Yeah.
Go and check that out, because these are the... they're very similar to what we do, but obviously this is Sheena's brand and Sheena's colours that she's chose. So you can add those lovely fine magical mica pigments to your projects. And all I've done is titivated the cardstock. That's all I've done there. Now I'm just going to make sure that's grabbed hold, that tacky glue. It should have now. Now it's, yeah, there we go. Just to give it that extra little bit of shine. And add that more mystical, you know, that feature to this collection, which I just absolutely love. Now that's going to sit in the background.
Oh,
so
lovely.
Let me grab hold of my glue again and just pop that down.
Carrie says, and my kids are older, so tonight I'm making bloody cinnamon roll guts for dessert. They sound good. And handing out hot cocoa packets to the trick-or-treaters. That's a really good idea, because, you know, you don't often wonder what on earth you're going to give to them. So giving them a little packet of hot chocolate to take home, brilliant idea, especially when it's this cold. There was the taxi driver that took me home yesterday said he saves his 5p pieces, and he gives children a 5p piece, a lolly, and a bit of chocolate every time they come around, which I thought was quite a nice idea.
That's so sweet.
5p pieces are quite irritating, aren't they? You don't want to...
I do know, yeah.
I think it's a way of him getting rid of his 5p pieces and putting them to good use. But because they're so tiny, it's quite a good way of getting rid of them.
Absolutely. A great way. Great way. Although if my grandkids went round, they'd be like, where's gold? They won't be wanting silver.
No.
So not that, or the notes, she calls them, the notes.
They want notes?
The paper notes, she calls them, yeah. Because she likes those. She just likes to keep them in a money box. God love her.
Don't we all? Particularly the pink ones.
I think when she gets bigger, although I keep saying it's time to get it in bank for her and get some interest earned on it. But to be fair, they're the little presents that she usually gets off the rest of the family, because we always buy her presents that she likes.
Yeah.
That she requests.
And how old is she?
5.
5. It's still very little, isn't it?
She's not given me a list of what she wants for Christmas just yet, though. Oh. I thought she'd have had it all planned by now. Her mum, oh my God, the list and the pictures were stuck down to scrapbook pages. She had a full comprehensive... I used to get it in October as well. Always get it in October. This is what I want for Christmas, Mum.
Well, do you want me to give you mine?
Have you got a list? Have you got a list there, Becky?
Got a list and I'm checking it twice. What is on my Christmas list? My kittens. Things to do with my kittens. I want some of those little beds that hang on the radiators. Yeah.
You're on your list for your kittens?
Yeah.
The kittens your husband doesn't know about?
Yeah. But we'll
soon when they arrive.
Well, do you know what? I think if he doesn't know about it, he quite clearly does not watch me on my shows, because I've been talking about them since Sunday. So I just think that's his lookout, really, isn't it? Let's be honest. As Lillian did point out, I am away quite a lot, so I do need everyone to be on board with the kittens, and I'm sure they will be.
Becky, yes.
Yeah. It's the dog who's going to be the one that makes the final decision.
Aww.
And I think he'll just think, oh, lovely, people to play with. Maybe the cats won't feel exactly. I think he'd be quite happy. Well, we used to have a cat, and she was quite old when he was a puppy when we first got him, and he used to bury her underneath his toys because he wanted her to play and kept getting her toys to play with, and she was just too old. So I think it'd be lovely. I'll enjoy that. Yeah. Where's the cat gone? She's buried.
Now, at this point, I probably would add a few gems on, but I haven't got my gems out, so it's okay. I'm going to leave it as it is for right now. Just because I think sometimes the simplest of things can look the most striking. And that is just one example of what you can be doing with this. I love the sentiments on these. More precious than all the stars in the sky. Isn't that lovely?
That's nice. I like
what
that.
a lovely sentiment. I absolutely love this. And again, this is what you could be making with your Bella Luna. If you missed out during birthday, this bundle for you is absolutely fabulous. And I know Becky will run that through with you again.
Absolutely. Another gorgeous make, like that very much. So this is the Bella Luna collection that we've got. This first item is your Dolphin Dreams stamp and die set. We then have your Call of the Wild with that wolf howling at the moon. We then have the full moon, which is the die that you've just seen Debbie using, which is absolutely beautiful, so pretty. I love the shapes of all those clouds. We then have the crescent moon die with that vine there. It's really nice, isn't it?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
This is your moon gazing, I think it is, stamp and die set. This is your floral crescent. I always do it the wrong way. There you go. Floral crescent with that stamp and die set we've just seen Debbie using. We then have this one, which is a wish upon a star. That is a lovely little image that you've got there with some beautiful sentiments. This one is your magical moonlight with that scene of the little fishing boat on, it looks like a lake to me with the pine trees. Looks very Canadian to me, that one. This one here is beautiful meadow looking across with that lovely tree. And then finally we have the landscape builder. You've got all these different stencils in here to create your own landscape. The price for this is £80 or $99. The platinum price is £64 or $79.20. We're going to take a short break. We will see you in a couple of moments.
If you love Crafters TV, we've made it easy for you to watch us wherever you are. Whether you catch us on your tablets or take us with you on your mobile phone, it's easy to watch us anywhere. From here to here. Maybe don't watch us here. It would be easy to watch us here. Probably the easiest place to watch us is here. Crafters TV, with you wherever you are.
A few weeks ago on the show, we were talking about places where all you guys lived. And we might have used Google Earth just to have a bit of a sneaky look at the village, town, or city that you lived in. And I thought it might be quite funny if I wrote a little ditty and I put on my Facebook page, where do y'all live? And I'll put your towns and cities and village into my little song. But I didn't realize that there would be about 425 responses. So I'm gonna cram as many places into this song as I can, but I won't get them all in. We craft everywhere, man. We craft everywhere. From over here to there, man. We craft everywhere. In crafters we've got our share, man. We craft everywhere. We craft in Lydney, Lynbrook, Launceston, Lehana, Tampa, Darlington, Almond Beach, Sedalia, Wills Point, Widnes, Wildwood, Wildham, Architectural Lake, Walkerburn, Yate, Bay, Hesperia, Sublimity, Pinhole, Avon, Freeport, Mapleton, San Jose, Annandale, Great Bend, Detroit, Keniston. We craft everywhere, man. We craft everywhere. From over here to there, man. We craft everywhere. In crafters we've got our share, man. We craft everywhere. Crafting Parachute, Paradise, Pollux, Papillion, Sheets of Bay, St. Petersburg, Seacon, Sutton, Saturday, Bristol, Brighton, Brooklyn, Blackwood, Barnsley, Tide Squeeze, South Shields, Tampa Hills and Bentley, Tampa, Villa, Tucumcari, Cary, Ottawa, Hull, Harrisburg, Lexington, Tupelo, Cincinnati, Austinburg. We craft everywhere, man. We craft everywhere. From over here to there, man. We craft everywhere. In crafters we've got our share, man. We craft everywhere. Crafting Loxahatchee, Lakesville, Lawrence, Lacey, Livermore, Albuquerque, Weeki-Wachee, Pensacola, Ellsworth, Port, Mechanicsburg, Williamsburg, Rebella, Houston, Burlington, Wet Wang, Market, Drayton, Yale, Medford, Wellington, Wapakoneta, Homer, Sassa, Santa Rosa, Wichita, Honolulu, Riverdale, Melbourne, Commerce, Fentanyl. We craft everywhere, man. We craft everywhere. From over here to there, man. We craft everywhere. In crafters we've got our share, man. We craft everywhere. Crafting Newton Abbey, Richmond, Dudley, Georgetown, East Kilbride, Eugene, Ferrum, Rhinewood, Walkerstown, Ewaheim, Fort Wayne, Gloucester, Chester, Long Beach, Raphael, St. Dominic, St. Cloud, St. Augustine Beach, Sand Springs, Romford, Tulsa, Traverse City, Wesley Chapel, Ballarat, Medina, Rampo City. We craft everywhere, man. We craft everywhere. From over here to there, man. We craft everywhere. In crafters we've got our share, man. We craft everywhere. Crafting Sawbrook, Tucson, Kissimmee, Philadelphia, Chicago, Las Vegas, Biloxi, Lafayette, Elmira, Glendale, Scottsdale, Anchorage, and Huntsville, Seattle, Gold Canyon, Ipswich, Cumberland, Unionville, Toledo, Miami, Atlanta, Cleveland, Gold Canyon, Altoona, Calounda, Port Orange, Club, Rising Sun. We craft everywhere, man. We craft everywhere. From over here to there, man. We craft everywhere. In crafters we've got our share, man. We craft everywhere. And there's a few more places I didn't manage to get into the song. West Runton, Newcastle, Kingswood, Sandbach, Carlisle, Bewdley, Albury, Durham, Springfield, Ashington. We crafted Greenville, Lincoln, Nebraska, Sumter, Oak Park, Winchester, Knapp Hill, Stoke-on-Trent, Mount Pocono, Greenville, Charlotte, Oxon Hill, Tunbridge Wells, Modesto, Haverhill, Sierra Vista, Arecibo, Morgantown, O'Fallon, Aurora, Black Forest. We crafted Hermiston, Brownsburg, Henderson, Socorro, Fort Myers, Manningham, Hilliard, Farmingdale, East Moline, Summers Point, Calgary, Charleston, Sawston, Malden, Galloway, Fitchburg, Hopewell, Aberdeen, Winstead, Castlewood, Chatsworth, Limestone, Victoria, Willoughby, Rockland, Canton, Falmouth, Conestoga, Lyndhurst, Ashbourne, and Cluj-Napoca. Oh yeah.
Hello everybody, welcome back. I love a Ben song. I know we don't have any other songs apart from Ben songs, but I do love a Ben songs. Are you any good at writing songs, Debbie? No.
No. Singing. I like singing.
Yeah.
When the voice is better.
Yeah.
I love singing. Our Jenny could do it.
Jenny could, yes.
Yeah,
yes,
could get our Jenny in.
Maybe, and perform it. Maybe we can get Jenny in to do some singing. Yeah. We'll suggest that. Wait, is she in tomorrow? If she's in tomorrow, I'll mention it. Deborah Spencer says, greetings from Texas, everyone. Kim says she's not had anyone here trick-or-treating. Oh. Wow. Ords29, is your name Audrey? Just checking, because my mum's name's Audrey. It's not my mum, because she doesn't know how to message in. We had a Halloween party at the school for the kids this afternoon. Oh. I hope they had fun. Are they sleeping off an excess of sugar now? That was always quite a nice thing to do at a party. Load the children up with as much sugar as possible and then send them home in the car with a recorder in their goodie bag. I was a very popular mum at high school. Right, I'm going to show you this upside down. If you were, oh God, no, excuse me. Okay, we're going to talk, honestly, it's terrible. What have you done to me? Right, if you were lucky enough to get your hands on the watercolour palettes, you will know the utter joy it is to own them. I have the set myself. They are absolutely beautiful. This first one is your Sunbeam, 24 colours. I mean, I don't know why I don't have an eyeshadow palette in this colour, these colours. They are utterly beautiful. £24.99 or $29.95. Platinum price is £19.99 or $23.96. Huge range of beautiful colours in there. The next one we have is the watercolour palette with the Moonbeam. So again, 24 colours, different colours to the previous palette, £24.99 or $29.95. Platinum price is £19.99 or $23.96. If you would take my advice, you'd get both. Because look at what you can do with these. You can also buy these stamps to go with them. Look at the sheer beauty that you get with these colours on black and on white. They are absolutely stunning. If I just move here, you might be able to pick up all that shimmer. Look at that. That is absolute. Look, oh, on the black. Beautiful. I've not seen a watercolour palette quite like that. This is your With Love set of stamps. This next one is your Just For You with all of those different leaves in there and the sunflower. Picking them up into different colours, being able to make them work for you throughout the whole of the year. Perhaps using some silver tones to create some more sort of festive, Christmassy kind of foliage. This next one is your Best Wishes with that beautiful dragonfly and those flowers. You can see how incredible these look once they've been stamped and then coloured with that watercolour palette using those two different types. They are absolutely beautiful. Next one here is your Seize the Day. I have to say, I think this one is my favourite. Did it right that time? Look at that. Look at all, I mean, it just shouts to you all those beautiful colours that you would see at the bottom of the sea. These stamps, those palettes, I'm losing my voice now, are just amazing. £19 or $27. Platinum price is £15.20 or $21.60. These are just to die for, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely. When you can see the difference between the white and the black there, can you just tilt it a little bit, Becky, so you can see that lovely, look at that. Looks incredible. These are insanely good, these. For a water palette, that gorgeous shimmering ink in there just makes these stand out from the crowd. I've never seen anything like them. There's lots of different ones out there on the market, but honestly, I can say it hand on my heart because I work with them and they're just incredible. Look at that shine. Look at that.
Look at that.
Absolutely stunning. White or black, it doesn't matter which one you put it on. Looks absolutely incredible.
Beautiful. Love this collection. Yeah, I did get my hands on these and they're just to die for. Right, we do have a winner for vote of Demo of the Month that we did get around to, and I've just whittled it down to 2.
Oh,
just whittled it down to 2.
Was it between me and Leanne?
It's between you and Leanne.
Oh.
I mean, I think they're both beautiful. Very, very lovely.
But
this one was a winner. Well done, Leanne.
Of course.
Very
and
well
I feel like we've done it justice now.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Well
so we're gonna let Leanne know tomorrow, but we are gonna stick a shiny star on for you, Leanne, because we feel like you were done an
injustice.
An injustice, and we wanted to rectify that. That's why we put that in there. And you know what? I couldn't lose to a more worthy opponent, because it is absolutely stunning.
Yep.
It blew me away when I saw it. I love it, and it's I mean, talk about a great start to Demo of the Year.
Yep.
Because that's where this will be going now. Leanne gets there on the board, and Leanne will be going into the Demo of the Year for next year's. And already I'm going to say it's a strong contender for that.
Really?
Because it's stunning. It's absolutely incredible. And I feel as well, because it was like Leanne had got the whole concept of the mermaid.
Yep.
And it was all her idea and all of her own thoughts and what she wanted. And I just think it's worthy of that fabulous, fabulous award. So I should be putting a star on that board, on that, what do we call that?
Chart.
The chart of...
Chart of
Star
joy.
chart.
Star chart.
Star chart. Yeah, the star chart. I'll put her lovely shiny star on there for her. Very well deserved. So if you're watching, I'm going to call her boss because she is. If I love you watching, Leanne, well done. Congratulations.
Fantastic. That's brilliant. Maybe whoever wins the most stars, which was
it was Michelle last year.
You won Demo of the Year, didn't you?
I did indeed, yes.
They should be called the Star Lord.
Star Lord? Oh.
For the rest of the year.
Would it be Star Lady?
No, well, Star Person.
Star Person?
No, Star Lord sounds better, doesn't it? Don't you think? Star Queen.
Like that one.
Star Queen.
We'll take that one.
Yeah. Maybe I should fashion a tiara out of some stars for the person to wear. We'll see what we can do about that. Right, 3D box ties. You've got those over there, haven't you?
I have. I've got a few samples because I love anything with construction, and I'll show you some of the examples. This is what we're going to be making in a moment because we're going to be doing the dress. You've got the cosy cottage. You've got that gorgeous dress. And I mean fabulous Christmas tree. So the Christmas tree, now that's only got decorated on one side because I don't know what's happened there, but that shouldn't have been in there because I'd never finished that off. Let me see if I can get that one. We'll use that one for now. And then also, and which is the last one? Oh, how could I forget this one? How could I forget this? The fabulous handbag. So you've got 4 fabulous templates that will create your boxes. And then all the dies to do the extra decoration. Each one has got its own set of dies in each one of those sets as well. Now, these are so easy to do, Becky. Am I doing it now?
Yeah. Or I can,
I'll tell you what, I'll get ready.
Yeah.
You show those boards with all the incredible detail on there.
Perfect. So you can see here exactly what you'll be getting in each one. This is your dress to impress. So you've got the template over here, and so the templates work in the same way as any of the templates in the template library. And then you've also, you're also going to be getting, I'm going to have to use my softer voice. This is my when I worked as a masseuse voice. And you're going to be getting these dies in order to create all of those different designs and embellishments on this particular box die. The next one I'm going to show you is your Christmas cottage. So you can see here you've got this more like a the shape of this is like one of those sort of takeaway cartons, you know, that we might get food in. So it creates a lovely sort of shop, a little building. Then you've got all of those dies to create all of those embellishments on there, including the doors and the windows and those candy canes. This next one is your beautiful bag. That creates an amazing handbag. You'll also be getting the strap here as well as the little flap and all those little bits like the corners and all the embellishments and bows to go on that as dies. And then this one is your Christmas tree. I love this one. Love this die here with all of those pretty designs that you've got in here. But again, all of those little decorations you can be getting inside this set. £42.60 or $49.03. Platinum price is £34.08. What did I do?
It worked because I could hear fireworks and I thought, oh, I need to cover my ears up because I've got enough noise going off in my ears. So I'm stood like this and then I heard sniggering in my ear. I forgot I were on camera to the guys in the gallery, but they were thinking, what on earth is she doing? Sorry guys, I didn't mean to disrupt you there.
I thought you were, I thought I'd said something rude. So that's
no, it was me.
It was just you. Well, $39.22 is your platinum price. Oh, sorry, $39.22 is your platinum price. These are lovely. I'm looking forward to seeing what you're making with these.
Oh, but I've loved, ever since we launched them, I've loved them. In fact, I was lucky enough, Leanne asked me if I would launch them during birthday week, which I was hugely honoured to do because I love construction and I love these. They're made simple. You don't have to worry about scoring or measuring or anything like that because they're done. Everything is in there for you to get, making these fabulous gift boxes. And if you did follow me on Saturday and enjoyed that craft along, you can go back and watch that show as well because I'll show you how to put it together from start to finish and do all the rest of that project. Now, we'll just tell you, I'm going to show you because I had a lot of comments saying they liked the method of the going through the machine. Now, a standard, we would tell you, all you need is a pencil and a scoreboard and you draw around your template and then you would use these as your score lines. So all these would be a score line. But I had a lot of messages come through and said, would you repeat how to do it through the machine? So you get all the score lines put in and you get that outline so that it's easy to cut round. And you're not having to erase anything out, you're not having to rub anything out because you've got no pencil. And even down to the scoring's there for you too. So I will repeat that for you. You've got the options of the two where you can draw around the template. It's entirely up to you. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in one of the cutting plates. Now, the way I describe this is that you would put your cutting plate down and then you are going to put your stencil onto the top of that, which I know right now you can't see because it's transparent on top, but you're going to put your stencil down onto there. And then you're going to bring in your your cardstock, and your cardstock will go over. Now, at this stage, because you've gone blind and you can't see anything, what you could do is pop a little bit of tape onto it. So you could pop a little bit of low-tack tape. Let's go in with the low-tack tape. You could pop a little bit of low-tack tape and you could just hold that into place so that you know when it is down that you're absolutely fine. So for me, that's the easiest way to explain it. And then pop your rubber embossing mat because the stencil needs to go into the cardstock and bounce back. So that's when you're going to put your rubber mats in. Then your plastic shim's going to come in, or the frosty shim as we often call it. And then lastly, it is your other cutting plate. Now, you don't need to add any other shims to that, and then you're just going to run that through your die cutting machine. Typical.
Sorry. It's funny, isn't it?
It happens every time.
We're going to be all husky tomorrow.
We will be. I'm already husky. I was trying to sing in the car on the way up because I love my music and I needed to keep awake this morning because sleeping has been not kind to me the last few days. Not been able to sleep properly because of the cough.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
Oh, don't keep me awake tonight.
I'm so sorry, Becky. Whereabouts are you in the house?
Front.
In
my favourite room. I kept your favourite room free for you.
Oh, bless you. I do like the upstairs, though. I'm not going to lie.
I'll go upstairs. I'll be snoring away anyway.
Oh, that's okay.
I'll be keeping you
I am
awake.
conscious that this cough, because my son has to get up at like 4 o'clock in the morning, and he was like, I haven't slept very well. Aww. I'm like, I'm ever so sorry. I really do apologise. But neither did I. So if I don't, you don't. Now, at the moment, you're probably thinking, well, I can't really see there. But the impression is in, because it's black cardstock. I don't know, James, can you see that there? My eyes aren't very good. Let's see if I can, yeah? Can you see there? And all you're going to do is follow that around. So you simply take your scissors, let me come in with big scissors, and you follow that score line that's been imprinted in for you. You don't have to erase anything. You don't have to change it. Honestly, it's just the best way to do this. Now, I'm going to come in and switch round my scissors because at this point, I'm going to come round and then follow the outline And you're not having to rub out any of your markings because it's all on there for you.
I think it's easier doing it like
So
this.
easy. It keeps it really nice and clean. I am turning my cardstock, not my scissors, when I'm doing these. You can take a craft knife if you want, or you know, it's entirely up to you if you're comfortable with scissors. But all you're doing is following the score line that's being popped in there for you, or the impression, should we call it. And it's that easy to do your templates. And then even the score lines are already put in for you, so you don't have to worry about that. And then all you're going to do is just reinforce that score line like you would do anyway with your pencil. Let me bring in my scoring tool. You're just going to reinforce that, and now you've got a really clean and simple and easy to achieve. And all you're going to do, because again on your template tells you need 2 of these, so you would repeat that again.
Okay.
And it's all being done. No rubbing out, no nothing. It's all done. I just think it's absolutely fabulous that way, and it keeps it really nice and clean. This mat is driving me mad.
Is it a bit sticky?
I've got a foot missing, so can you hear? It's driving me absolutely up the wall. But you can see on your template, it tells you on each one of them how many you need to cut. So on there it says cut 2. So that's exactly what I've done with this. I've cut myself 2, and I've got them ready to put together. Before we get to that stage,
I
think I am going to put a foam pad under there. I'm going to bring in for you now, I do love the Wild at Heart, I'm not going to lie. I think I've mentioned it maybe once or twice today.
Just a couple of times, I think.
But I absolutely love the paper. I can't help it. It is glorious. It's right up my street. And do you know, for things like this, oh my God, it's made for it. Absolutely made for it. I've been seeing lots of lovely makes and shares over onto the crafters. She thinks I'm such a diva. Thank you. Tracy's especially wanted. Thank you, Tracy. It was just driving me mad. Absolutely driving me mad. Thank you. Do you know, she's a superstar, that Maisie. She's an absolute superstar.
You're a superstar.
Oh, yeah, a bit of Jamelia, that, isn't it? Superstar.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
No matter what you are. Something like that, isn't it?
Is she in tomorrow?
Kind of superstar.
Yeah. What? She can't come off. No, she can't have time off. We're not allowing her to have time off. Who's in tomorrow then? Have we got our lovely Jakey? Is he Jakey back in? Soon to be daddy again. Yeah,
Not
baby
long
number
now,
2.
A couple of weeks or so.
Oh,
I think.
about a week. Yeah, about 2 weeks actually. Yeah. Now I've done 2 of these. So because I've got a front and a back, and I want my front and my back to look just as nice.
Yeah.
So 2 of those on. Then you've got all the dies, so all the dies on there.
And I like the fact that they've given us plenty of dies in this collection, and lots of things you can mix and match with other things. All those are very useful. There's just those little circle dies, those 4 circle dies you've got there. You can be using those for loads of things, little eyes for things you're making, all sorts of different things. I like that we try and do that. We're trying to make the most of that metal that we're giving you, don't we?
Absolutely. So I've run mine through, and I've used some of the glitter sparkle card, and this goes from the Wild at Heart actually. So put my dies in there and run them through and put them through my Xyron machine. So this is just for decoration purpose, but I think before we do, I'm going to decorate the front and the back of my boxes. Now, when you're popping these boxes together, how it will work is that you'll literally, it's the top and the bottom. So when you pop it on, let me just move those out of the way for a second so I can show you. You are placing one this way, and then one over the top. So you've got this. This is how it will be put together for the dress. So before I do that though, I want to decorate the outside for my dresses to go on. So I'm going to pop those on.
Fabulous. Mary Ann says, the dress reminds me of bridesmaids dresses from the 1960s. It does, doesn't it? That kind of shape. And Susie on our social media has said, I used the heat erasable markers for the first time last night on those templates and got so excited to watch it disappear. I think they're a game changer, those.
I know you've been telling me all about them, ain't you? Sarah gave me a couple when I was down at Sawing Street with her. So yeah, absolutely. Definitely a game changer. And that's exactly what you could be using. If you don't feel comfortable doing it through through the machine.
Oh, but I think it's easy through the machine. I like that.
Do you like that one?
Where it just takes that, it's quicker. It's going to be far quicker than drawing around the templates, isn't it?
Right. Well,
just as
for
precise.
me, yes, I agree with you there, Becky. So I'm just putting my trim onto the bottom. I've done this one, but I'm going to cut it in. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to place it on to the waist, but then cut it. Before I stick the other part down, I'm just going to trim that off at the waist point. Let's make sure I've got, there we go. And I wonder if I've got enough. Do you think that'll stretch to the other one? Yeah, that'll go around there as well. Right, so the next one I want to pop on there is the collar. Now, I've chosen a different collar to what I've used previously. I love that collar, and I think it just gives that lovely finish.
Oh, nice.
I'm going to leave that one bare. She's going to be bare on the back. So let's use a... Where's the tape pen gone? There it is. Let's pop it across there and stick that down as well. Just, isn't it glorious? Absolutely beautiful. And then I'm going to bring in my little love heart. I'm going to have a little love heart in the centre. The things that you've got in your collection, you're going to absolutely love. And I'm just going to drop the stars coming down the side as a little decoration.
Would you like a dress like that?
I would love a dress like this. I would, if I've got the shape for it. Probably.
Yeah, you look lovely in a dress like that.
Oh, I love, well, you know me, if you know me well, I love my dresses. Yeah. I absolutely love dresses. Now, I'm going to show you what we're going to do. So I'm going to pop tape. Normally, with construction, I use red liner tape. I talked about that a lot during my craft along. But for speed, I'm going to use our tape pen, and then I'm going to pop this on. So where this turned now, which I told you about, was going to be the top and the bottom. I'm just going to put my glue into there. Now, you can at this stage use a wet glue, so you've got a bit of wiggle time. I'm going to use a bit of both, actually, just to give me that bit of wiggle time, because I want to place it so it gives it a really nice fold. So when I come in to put this in, I want to just take that straight edge under the fold on both sides.
Okay.
If you do it over, you will not get a good enclosure. So when I mean that, by bringing it up, it would interfere with that. So it's always worthwhile just taking your time with that. And then we're going to put these together. Now, with the dress being the curves, you need to make sure that these little flaps stick underneath. So I'm going to just show you what I mean. If you have it over and it sticks out, you don't want that. You want it just tucked under. So how I look at this is, I take it up to the curve, pop that down, and I know that it's hidden behind the dress.
Okay.
And I'll do the same with the other side as well. I say for speed, it's so sticky, this glue, it's incredibly strong. And again, I'm just going to do the same on this side.
So you're not trying to go around the curve, you're just going straight?
No, you just want it underneath, and then when you're happy with that, you can then stick that down. And there you go.
That's
a beautiful
lovely.
gift box. Now at this stage, you can add one of those hook and loop, thank you. Or you could, if you want, pop an handle on there. Me personally, I love the dress as it is. I know because I'm on black, let me just, there you go, because I've got a black dress on. You can see just how beautiful that is. And again, think about things that you've got in your collection. My Special papers, the Ultimate paper pads, literally the Wild at Heart, the Bella Luna. If you've got the Bella Luna, you could be using the Bella Luna paper. There's so many gorgeous papers out there, but you can create a really beautiful styled dress box. What a gorgeous gift that is to someone. Pop the money in there, the gift card in there, fill it with sweets, fill it with chocolates, fill it with jewellery, whatever it is that you want to do, you absolutely can go to town on it. I love these boxes. They are so easy to put together, and you've got the decorative dies and the template to make your life so much easier. You don't have to worry about, where do I put that marking? Where do I put that score line? How to get that? It's all done there for you in a plain and simple form, but very striking.
Nice and easy. I love that. Really nice. So these are your 3D box dies and stencils. This first one is the one with the dress. This is Dress to Impress, one you've just seen Debbie using. The next one is your Christmas cottage, different shaped box with all of those different dies to create all the embellishments. This next one is the little handbag. This is called Beautiful Bag. Again, it's got all of those corner pieces as well as the decorations, the bows, and all of those little bits and pieces there. And this one is your Oh Christmas Tree, again with all of those embellishments and the templates there as well. Fantastic collection that you've got here. Fab. I did have a question, which is why I've brought out these stamps again. Somebody asked, What ink pad do you use when you want to stamp onto black?
Right, good question. So you would need a black embossing powder.
Right.
In terms of what we do here at Crafters Companion, you could use your opaque pigment black ink pad. There is a black ink pad, isn't there? I'm pretty sure there's a black ink pad. Jet black, thank you, Nicola. Do you know then, for a minute, just trying to question myself. And then sprinkle the black over the top of that. Or you could use, if you're using a clear, you won't get this. Oh, you will. Yes, you will, because you're using a black ink pad over the top. So the clear over the top of that will make that give you that look. Or you could use
Reactive?
Watermark, the clear sticky ink pad, and stamp with it, and then put black embossing powder, and then heat set it. So you've got two choices. To create that black, you can use your stamp pad with your opaque black, and then pop the clear embossing powder over the top and heat set it, or you can use the watermark ink pad and put black embossing powder onto there. And we've done it in the past, we've done black embossing powder. There's lots out there on the market, so you can absolutely do that as well. To heat, don't forget heat set it, and you'll be able to create those stamps, and then you'll be able, because it offers that resist technique, so that's why that's been done on those black. So I hope whoever asked that question, that explained it for you.
I suppose it makes it a bit easier because it gives you a place contained in order for you to do your painting, doesn't it?
Yes.
Because it keeps that little barrier. The next thing I'm going to show you is the Essential Toolkit. This is an absolute must-have, which is why I've called it the Essential Toolkit, because you need it. This has got 6 pieces inside it. I've opened up the box. Don't tell Tracy. You've got a self-healing mat. Now, I remember thinking, I looked at this and I thought it's quite small, but I remember Jan saying we always work on a 6-inch square because that's pretty much the only space that we have, because all around the rest of us is the detritus from our crafting exploits. You've got inches on one side, you've got centimetres on the other, and then you've got your little tools. So you've got a craft knife, you've got one of our new pokey tools, you've got some scissors, you've got some tweezers, and then you've got your metal ruler here. £19.99 or $24.95. Platinum price is $15.99 or $19.96. This makes for a great gift for someone that's just getting started doing a bit of crafting, or for somebody who is going to be doing some crafting. Maybe you're going to be doing some travelling, going to be staying away, doing a bit of camping, that kind of thing. Everything is contained in here. You've got all the bits and pieces you need, so it's definitely one to pop into your baskets. The next item I'm going to show you are the Kaleidoscope origami dies. These, I've seen a couple of demos with these, not actually had a chance to play with these. They are absolutely stunning. You get four different designs in here. You can see how pretty they look. £38 or $49. The platinum price is £30.40 or $39.20. Lillian Kwok says, Debbie, I like your hair wavy.
Oh, thank you.
Maybe you should be wavy tomorrow.
I have naturally, believe it or not, I have very naturally wavy hair. So when we went out, it was a bit damp and rainy. So when I came back in, it got a bit of a natural kink to it. But a messy, frizzy, natural kink. And I thought, oh, do I have to re-straighten it again? So I thought, well, I'm just going to put curls in. So yeah, I used to wear it quite a lot with my curls. But yes, thank you very much. I might do it again tomorrow. I might have a little curly hairdo tomorrow.
Why not?
Why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
Go for it, I reckon. Have you got a little demo to show us over there?
I have, but I've got to try and find them because they've got still that much underneath here. I've got to try and find my dies. So just give me a second and I'll show you how easy they are to work together.
I'll show you the dice so you can see them a little bit closer up. And this one is your seasonal snowflakes here. Obviously, this is the one that you're all going to be thinking about. As I say, I've seen a couple of finished demos, but I've not actually seen them being made. But you've got 2 different dies here, and you can see on the back how they are created. So I really like the idea of being able to create these different kind of patterns. This next one here is your flourishing florals. Almost looks like the inside of clematis that you've got here. Very, very pretty. This next one is your delicate doilies. Look at that, very, very lacy effect, very kind of traditional design of a doily here. And you can see on the back how pretty that is. And then this one is your sensational stars. Again, very pretty. Looking at it in different ways, looking at it in that colourway with the three different colours you've got there, but then just in one colour on the back, in that solid yellow, looks totally different. Really like these. Looking forward to seeing what you've got over there in the samples.
Yes, well, I was going to show you some coloured samples, but you know what I thought I'd show you is the black and white concept, so you can see how you can use them. You're going to be able to choose lots of colours. Our Debbie did a lovely craft along last Thursday? I think it was Thursday. Lovely craft along with these origami dies last week. Absolutely beautiful, gorgeous project as well. They're very easy to put together. You can choose colour papers, you can ink with them, you can do all sorts of things. But what I thought I'd show you was the black and white concept. To show you how easy this is. It literally is, they call it the tea bag folding in the olden days, which is what this is. So I absolutely love them. Stunning 3D pieces that when you stick them together create this I mean, they're absolutely incredible. Look at the stars. I love the stars. And again, just by choosing different colours, you can create and layer up as well. You can build up. That's a black and white one. What about taking it and then just using off and literally popping that onto the side of a card or the front of a card, whichever way around you want to do that. What about the pieces? Craig's talked about this often enough. Snip into the pieces and create something completely different. And you wouldn't think that was them from the same set, but it literally is from those gorgeous stars. It's the tail ends of the stars, and they look fabulous. But then look at this.
Oh, that's lovely.
You could be doing home decor just by simply attaching them on side by side onto your home decor pieces. Pop a little tea light in there or a candle, would look absolutely fabulous. Again, so many different ways that you can use them. I'm just going to do it in its simplest form, and I'm going to use sensational stars. Okay. I love these. I shouldn't have a favourite, but I absolutely have got a favourite. In each one of your packs, you will also get your step-by-step instruction, taking you through each individual stage, showing you what you need to do with them, how to reinforce the score lines, where to put your tape, and then how to put them together until you end up with the full set. And don't forget, you've got 2 designs in each one. So with the stars, you've got the large star and then the smaller star. And I absolutely love these dies. They are so easy to use. Now, again, I'm just going to use a bit of, now I say a bit of paper. This was from my Knitwit collection.
Okay.
I'm trying to use up older collections, Becky.
What, the blue and the yellow one? Is that a home?
Yes, do you remember that one?
Home body?
That's the one. Yes, it was. It was the old body.
Goodness,
Look at you with
I've been here too long.
with your paper knowledge there, Becky. I'm super impressed.
Me too, because it's not one I've got. I know. Could you cut this out of vellum?
You could cut it out of anything you want. With
gold bars.
With what?
Gold bars.
Old bars?
Gold bars.
Gold bars?
Yeah.
No.
You said I could cut it out of anything.
Oh, Becky, what are you like?
I
you
don't know.
can cut it out of any cardstock. Vellum would look lovely. Yeah, absolutely. Vellum would look sensational. Oh, now then, somebody asked me about acetate the other day when I was on at Hobby Maker.
Yeah.
I'm going to say it'll be tricky.
Right.
Depending on your acetate and with it being see-through, or I mean, you could use I think it'd be just a little bit tricky to manipulate and get it right. Okay. If you've got patience and you want to try it, absolutely try it and prove me wrong. But seriously, just think about the cardstock that you're using. Now, I've got 2 pieces here. They have got that lovely decoration. Now, it will tell you in terms of your step-by-step, how many of them to put together. I usually do 8 in the big star. Yeah. But I'm just going to reinforce the score line. So I'm just going to grab my scoreboard.
And better to use, I'm assuming better to use a card that's double-sided to get that full effect.
Absolutely. Now, I'm just going to reinforce those score lines. Those score lines are in place. However, I like a nice crisp score line. So I've just using my scoreboard, and it tells you that on there as well. So it tells you about using your scoreboard to put those score lines into place. So that's exactly what I'm going to do.
Faye Smith has asked, what is the best weight of paper to use with a Kaleidoscope?
Good question. Anything from 180 upwards.
Okay.
a heavier cardstock. You'll be able to do it with it because I've done it with white, multi-purpose and black. I've used craft cardstock as well, so they're all 300. I've used Centura Pearl, the Centura Pearl double-sided. I think, is it 3? So the single-sided is 310. I can't remember what the double-sided is. I think it's a little bit heavier, the 3. It might be 3. I think it is 310 actually. But I've used that as well, and they look lovely, especially with it being double-sided. So yeah, either way.
Either way.
Anything from 180 upwards, so that's a really good question as well.
So you wouldn't use copier paper?
No. You won't get the same rigidity with a copy of paper.
Right, okay.
Yeah, good question though, really good question.
So I suppose it might be good to, if you're practicing, because copy of paper is obviously cheaper,
yes.
you've probably cut through a couple of layers with these dies to test it out before you start using all your precious. Because that's what we call it, don't we?
Precious,
precious, yeah, all our precious
cardstock. Now, when you've got it in this form and you've put those reinforced score lines in, you're folding it in on itself. So you're literally just pushing that into place, and then you want to burnish them. There we go. We'll do that on the other side as well.
These very reminiscent of, you know, in Morocco, you get those brass lanterns that have this kind of effect. Do you know what I mean?
Oh,
but they have this kind of almost like a filigree effect, and you often have them, you know, about, I don't know, 20 years ago, when Moroccan-themed stuff was all the rage, lots of sort of brass lamps with this kind of filigree kind of a technique on them, but this very, probably made in exactly the same way, actually, the way that they've been put together. They're lovely, they look really nice. I love this kind of idea of creating and building something up from these tiny little dies. They're lovely, aren't they? They are. I mean, back in the day when you used to have to do it, because I love the fact that we've got all these fabulous designs. Tea bag folding was all the rage. It's like almost being brought... Why was it called tea bag folding?
Do you know, I've never understood it. I think it's something to do with where you fold paper.
Right.
But I've never understood that terminology. So unless there's someone out there that can enlighten us. Now, I'm going to literally, you do that with all of them, put those into place. Now, I will just skip forward because I've done quite a few. And I've also put my tape on. So when you've folded them in, you've got to put tape. Now, it does tell you just to put it down one side, but for speed, I've put them down both and to just start forming them together. Now, this is from the smaller one that I've used there. The larger one will create a different piece completely, but just have a little play with them. But what I'm going to do is just attach each one to the side, and I do it like going round this way.
Okay.
Either way is fine. Yeah, do you know what? I'm really interested about the tea bag folding now.
And Nicola's asked, and it's originally it was done with tea bag wrappers. So when you get the boxes of tea bags and your individual tea bag comes in a little piece of paper done through that.
Yeah.
Are we thinking?
Oh, I like that way of thinking.
Christine Mahoney says, Debbie, my sweet friend, if I was there, I'd bring you some Baileys. Not sure it would help your throat, but it would make you feel good.
Medicinal every night,
yes.
Christine. I've been having it in my coffee every single night. Medicinal purposes, as you can be aware. Now, you just join those two. Do you know the two little middle spines? You're just going to join those together, and then they form that pattern that goes in, so it folds in either side.
Yep.
And you're going to repeat that all the way around. So just for time, I'm just going to start peeling all of these off, Becky.
Okay.
And then, in fact, let me grab myself a little tissue so it makes it a bit easier to catch those, catch that red line of tape. So I'll do that, and you can read some more comments.
I think I need these, Debbie.
Have you not got them, Becky?
No.
Get them.
I've got a little present today.
You've got lots of presents.
I've got a little present. I've got a little present.
Come on, tell me. Tell me. What have you got there? Put them back.
They are my emotional support statements. Obviously, there's a photo of them in my on my phone. Look at them. Look.
Becky.
Yeah.
They're stunning.
See what I mean?
Is that from the Fuchsia collection?
Yeah. I'm allowed to hold on to them during shows, but they have to stay here after shows. I'm not allowed to take them home. but I can use them as emotional support whilst I'm here. So if in doubt and you think, oh, what is that next to Becky? There'll be stamens.
Right, all I'm going to do, Becky, is I'm just continue to repeat that all the way around. That's so funny. You and your stamens. I did wonder where it had come from, I'm not going to lie.
It's just because I felt really bad because I'd forgotten about them. Because they weren't on the boards and they were in the collection, I'd forgotten about them and I felt really guilty. And then I opened them up and I was like, my goodness, you are hiding your beauty inside this box. And they just needed to be taken out and loved. And that's what I've done. I did take, can I show you on my phone? I can show you on my phone. Because my phone is mostly photos.
I feel like I need to go back and watch this show, Becky. Was this last night with you and Corinne?
Yeah. This is the photo that I took. I'll pop down there, then you've got something to look at. This is the photo that I took yesterday because they were just so beautiful.
That looks like a work of art.
I know.
That's beautiful, Becky.
You can see a beautiful art in any place, can't you? Even in a box of stamens.
You are funny.
Weird is what everyone calls me. Weird. Yeah. Sarah said, Sarah did not say I was weird. She said I was really weird. and I, yeah.
What did she say to your face?
Yeah, on air.
No.
On air. Yeah. Do you know what? I feel quite proud. I don't want people to go, Becky, no, don't know who she is. I'd much rather people go, oh God, Becky.
Becky's the weird one who has a slight obsession with fuchsia-coloured stamens. Mm-hmm. Now you can start to see that forming together. So I'm just going to stick the last two down. Now I've been a little bit OTT with me glue. I'm not going to lie. I've put glue on both sides. You don't have to do that. You can just put it down onto one side. But what you get then is that beautiful formation and looks absolutely, I'm not kidding, stunning. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in now my card base. You may recognise the papers as well.
That was very quick, the way you made that. I would have thought it would have been the
foam. Yeah, it's so easy.
I would have thought it would be really complicated because there's so many little bits and pieces.
Yeah, and what we've done is we've put them into a die that cuts out. So that cuts out your two pieces. And if you want 8, you're going to run that through 4 times. Right. The same with the other one as well, Becky. So it's really nice, nice and straightforward. Come on, don't start messing me about now. Nice and straightforward to put together. Like I said, the simplest of instructions, but the most stunning effect. Seriously, it's stunning. I love them. I was lucky enough to launch them down at Hobby Maker, and I've played with them ever since. They're just fabulous. And you've just seen how easy it was to put together. I know I'd already pre-cut mine, but you could sit on at night time and use those.
Laurie Barnett says, all hail the stamens. And Lillian Kwok says, Becky, when you were a child, did your parents ever get called into the school? No, because it's only been recently that I've discovered I'm like this. Because for many years I've hidden who I was. And now honestly, I'll be totally honest with you, 6-7 years ago, I wouldn't have, if someone wasn't coming with me to go to the shops, I wouldn't go. Because I was so nervous about going out. I was really, I had absolutely no confidence whatsoever. And now I'm the person that walks into Tesco looking like this. So yeah, I was playing a part, is what I will say. I was playing a part in when I was in Tesco. But yeah, the children did look quite frightened to see me. And I did see someone sort of saying something to their parent, and the mum went, "Well, a witch has got to get their shopping from somewhere."
Oh, did she?
Yeah, it was quite cute.
That's so cute.
It's nice to be different.
Of course, it definitely is. Wouldn't have you any other way, Becky. Wouldn't have you any other way. So then you're just going to stick that down. Now, at this point, you could change the design, because I'll show you the one that I did with my original demo. Let me just put those back in there. And I'm just making sure those are... There we go. So you can start to see...
That's beautiful.
How fabulous that looks.
That is making a...
centrepiece. I'll pop a little sentiment over the top.
Oh, great.
And I've got another little Christmas sentiment just on here. But when you finish that... Excuse me, I do apologise.
Don't worry, don't worry. Wow. Oh, Debbie, that's incredible.
That's the effect you can go. Now, I separated those two. So where that's stuck down together, I popped a little one in the centre, I split those two and did 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and kept them and put the sentiment in the middle.
Yeah. We had a die like that last Christmas, didn't we? With a snowflake that went halfway. You could have the sentiment in the middle. I think that looks so beautiful.
Collection, if anybody wondering.
I love that.
So that's how you would create that section. I mean, I could put that through there, but you get a completely different look. So it'd be like a little smaller one. It just shows you how you can play with them and how you can. So I could have just done the top part and then I had some at the bottom. But that's how I split those two up. I forgot. I wanted to show you how to put it all together. But that was just 4 together, sentiment through, and then just slipped into either side to create a more bigger piece.
Fantastic. Oh, I love that. If you were in any doubt and being on the fence as to whether you needed this, I'm sure that has made sure that you would definitely want to have take advantage of these deals. This first one is your delicate doilies. Then we have Sensational Stars, which is the one you've just seen Debbie using. It is so clever. Love that. This next one is your Seasonal Snowflakes, which again, very pretty. If I turn them around the other way, you can see the different designs that you can create with these 2 different dies that you get in each one. And the final one is your Flourishing Florals, which is the one I said, especially with the green, it looks like the inside of a clematis plant. £38 or $49. Platinum price is £30.40 or $39.20. These are absolutely beautiful. We are going to go for a quick break, give you the opportunity to check out your baskets, and we'll see you in a couple of moments.
Hi, I'm Ben from Crafters TV. As you may know, we've just launched an amazing new website, our new home of papercraft to house all of your crafty needs. And as we've had a bit of a makeover, I'm here today to show you how to check out Crafters TV on our sparkling new website, including how to watch live, catch up with previous shows, and how to view the latest schedules. So, let's get started. First, go to the Crafters Companion homepage. Select the correct location at the top of the page. Click the Crafters TV icon on the top right-hand side of your screen. To watch the show live on the website, click the Watch Now button in the middle of your screen. You'll be taken to the relevant show page where you can watch the show, shop the show, and shop the day at your leisure. To view the Crafters TV schedule, click the View Our Schedule button in the middle of your screen. You'll be taken to the TV schedule where you can browse each date plus all of the shows that are on that day. You can then click on each show to be taken to a page where you can watch and shop the show. If you want to catch up on a previous show, hit the Catch Up button on the purple Crafters TV bar. Then you can scroll down to see all of the previous Crafters TV shows from recent days. If you're looking for something specific, you can click the Craft Expert, Craft Area, Shows and Date filters just above the list of shows. Take a moment to browse until you see the show you want to catch up on, then click onto the show. You'll then be taken to the catch-up page where you're free to watch the show and check out all of the crafty goodies on our Shop the Show and Shop the Day pages. Enjoy!
There once was a man who was very crafty. His name was Craig from Carnoustie. He joined the team on Crafters TV. Oh, crafty Scottish man craft. Soon may the crafty man come to bring us demos and inspiration. Each day when his crafting is done, he might do a Facebook Live. He wanted to prove he was the man, but he lost at craft wars to Leanne. But 2 weeks later he beat Jan. Oh, crafty Scottish man craft. Soon may the crafty man come to bring us demos and inspiration. Each day when his crafting is done, he might do a Facebook Live. He did so well on Crafters TV, Sarah sent him off to Germany, where he did some work for QVC. Oh, crafty Scottish man craft. Soon may the crafty man come to bring us demos and inspiration. Each day when his crafting is done, he might do a Facebook Live. His crafting skills, they aren't half bad. In fact, I'd say they're totally rad. That's mainly down to his favourite foam pads. Oh, crafty Scottish man craft. Soon may the crafty man come to bring us demos and inspiration. Each day when his crafting is done, he might do a Facebook Live. The crafters, they loved him a lottie for his charm and skill. They went quite potty, they nicknamed him the Hardy Scotty. Oh, crafty Scottish man craft. Soon may the crafty man come to bring us demos and inspiration. Each day when his crafting is done, he might do a Facebook Live. In the crafting world, he's standing tall. He's the best Scottish crafter of them all. Catch him Monday to Friday on his wake-up call. Oh, crafty Scottish man craft. Soon may the crafty man come to bring us demos and inspiration. Each day when his crafting is done, he might do a Facebook Live.
Love that song. I miss Craig. He's on holiday, isn't he? I suppose he's gone back home. He's at Hobby Maker tomorrow. If you need a dose of Craigness, you'll be able to catch him on a Hobby Maker tomorrow. Lots of nice messages, actually. Christy Mahoney says, Becky's come out of the closet. Caroline says, being normal is overrated. The last time someone called me normal, I was quite offended. Yeah, I would actually be offended if someone said I was normal. And Hannah Goslin-Smith says, oh, Becky, you would never known from how you appear. It's great that you found your confidence. Just goes to show you could be in your 40s and you can still change. Corner punches. Let's be honest. You've been waiting for these. You've been waiting for these with bated breath because when we launched them in March, they sold out in a matter of nanoseconds. Slight exaggeration, but they sold out very quickly. We've managed to get them back in stock and you have been buying them in your droves today. The first one I'm going to show you is probably the most used one. This is the three-way corner punch, the rounded 3-in-1. I've got 3 different size corners that you've got here. So very useful. I quite like a rounded corner on my cards. It gives you something a little bit different to do and very difficult unless you've got these corner punches. The next one is Debbie's favourite, which is the photo corners. Great for all your scrapbooking. You've got 2 different sizes there to create your different corners. This is your decorative corner. That is a very pretty, almost like a little, I don't know what you would call it, almost like a little step that you've got there. Very pretty design. This is your deco fan, so brilliant for use with any of that Roaring 20s collection that you might have. This is your decorative hearts, tiny little hearts all the way through. You may think, oh, that's a big heart, then there's just little circles. They're not, they're all teeny tiny hearts, and it creates that lovely curve around the edge as well. This is your fleur-de-lis, which is utterly beautiful. Look how pretty that is. Really lovely design that you've got there. And then this final one is your decorative scallop. Again, really pretty. It's hard to choose just one, which is why we've given them to you in such a great deal. Just £40 or $50. Platinum price is £32 or $40. As I said, these sold out really quickly when we launched them in March. We've managed to get them back in stock. They are available now, but they may not be around for too much longer because I know they've been very, very popular. Debbie, you've got some samples over there, have you? On some, or a demo that you're going to show us?
I did have some samples. There we go. I'm thinking, what have I done with them? Let me bring my box out because these aren't just corner decorative punches. With the ability of being able to take off the bottom part of your punch, you can actually extend these and create nice long patterns as well. So it's almost like a 2 for the price of 1 because each one of them does that. And they're absolutely fabulous. They've all got extendables as well, so you can put your bigger cardstock into there. They could be that little finishing touch around, you know, softening the edges of your makes. You can have a bit of fun with them because that's one I created during the launch show when we did them.
That's so
have a little
cool.
bit of fun with them. Use your inky backgrounds. You might have got loads of inky backgrounds that you've not used. well, use your punches, and this is just the rounded punch, and what I've just done is just done it in 2 corners and left the square, so it creates a really lovely petal effect, so much so you can see that with that design, absolutely gorgeous. It looks like 3 flowers on your cardstock. Again, it's just that little finish, it stops it from being a harsh square finish, like a square line. It gives you that lovely softer round edge. Of course, the decorative element means that you can take it into any kind of party invitation or whatever it is that you want to do. Now, this is where it comes into its own, because this is where I made during launch, because you can extend it and create some really fancy patterns with this. And again, I've used it in the corner to create a decorative background, but then used it around these pieces of an inky background again to create something really stunning. You can go back and see how I did that. The same with this one, just looks really lovely. The photo one, although I talk about using it in a photo frame for your photos, look how it looks just as a decorative element as well. So there's lots of lovely things that you can be doing with them. And I'm going to show you in a second just why you need these in your life.
Gorgeous. Oh, that one's lovely. Really like that. I love the fact when you did that long strip, it almost looks like some of those those ribbon threading dies. It's got that feel to it. And it's brilliant that they've been created in order for you to make them into a long strip as well as doing those corners. Like I said before, I really like something that allows you to do multiple different things with it. I love the fact that you can do that with these. And of course, you've shown us before, you can cut through really heavy weight card, can't you?
Yes, absolutely. Of course you can, yeah. Now, the rounded one for me, the 3-in-1 rounded one, gives you 3 different effects, really, really lovely effects. And it depends on what you want, the size of the corner that you want in terms of the round. You've got 3 different sizes, and you can see the difference. It's actually visible on the punch, which is unusual, but you can see that. And I think it's really good because it's a nice visual for you.
Absolutely.
When you want to decide whether you want a really thin pointed one or a more fat rounded one. That's the best way to describe it. Or a more, and I'm going to go with that one, I think. I'm going to change this up a little bit. Now, I will tell you with these, you put your cardstock and you take it into that corner as far as it will go. If you don't pop that right into the corner and take it, what I mean by that is taking it right in there, you'll end up with not a rounded corner. And I speak from experience, Becky. So again, I'll just show you, pop it in, make sure that it goes up as far as it will. And I'm hoping that this will just prove you. There you go, lovely rounded edge. Yep. Just softens that edge. And you're going to do that on all 4 sides. Now, this is a good one. Let me come into this one. Let me come in here and do it that way. That way. I did it in that one, didn't I? There we go. And then just come in and do that all the way around, all 4. And you'll end up with your first base. And it's got that lovely, soft, round finish to it. Now, I've already done it with the white stamping card because what I wanted to move to was the decorative one. And I'm going to move to the fabulous Love Hearts. Love these. I'm just going to check, Becky, because I didn't check this morning and I wanted to check all the bits were out.
Because that stops it from working properly,
Yes, it will, yeah. It will absolutely have an effect. So this white cardstock's already been rounded off, and then you could do exactly the same. So when you pop your cardstock in, it needs to go right up to the corner. It doesn't want to be hanging out a little bit. It's go right into that corner. Now, I'm going to hold mine in my hands so you can punch by using your hand. This is a multi-purpose cardstock, 300 GSM, or you can pop it onto your table and you can do it that way. Now, I will tell you with these lovely love hearts, there's lots of lovely little love heart shaker elements in these. Yeah. So when you are emptying that, make sure that you've got those captured into a little tray or something like that. So you've got a fabulous collection of beautiful love heart confetti. And then when I put those two together, what have I done with it? Where's it gone? Oh, there it is. When you put those 2 together and stick them down,
that looks lovely.
Creates that lovely effect. So again, I've got a nice little base there to get myself started with. I do love, and I'll just bring in another couple of little spare bits of cardstock that I've just got here to show you that you can be then taking. So if I just show you now, let's go in with this little cheeky one. Again, I'm just going to do, let me just move that out of the way for a second. I love this one because it creates a really nice little, looks like a little cheeky bomb. But it has got that little look, hasn't it? Like a little cheeky bum mark on there. I really love that one. I think it's super cute. But what you can also do is like use two. So what it's done now is given me, let me bring in that dark colour again to show you. It's given me the rounded edge, that little cheeky rounded edge, and then me photo frame as well. So I'm ready to put my photos into there. So you can do that with all of them. Again, this is multi-purpose cardstock. Works absolutely fine. So I've created a little cheeky little one there.
What kind of photo would you put in there?
They're so much fun. They really are. Popped a little photo into there, so I'm just going to pop that in so you can start to build up. And I'll show you again in a second how you can extend and how you can create. So back in the day, you would have had to buy the separate punches. You'd have had a corner punch and then you'd have had a straight edge one that matched it. I know because I've still got them.
Okay.
And I genuinely, when I say this, spent a lot of money on punches back in the day because I couldn't afford a die cutting machine. So punches were the way forward for me. And I used to create lots of like but I had to buy them separate, buy the corner, then buy the straight one. It used to drive me mad. I'm thinking it's a money making exercise. This
and
it
they're
really
bulky
is
as well, aren't they?
You what, look?
They're bulky to store.
Yes. Whereas now I've got everything I need in one punch. So you can now start to see, you can really start to have a lot of fun with them, create decorative panels. That's a nice little panel that's going to sit, and I'll show you in a second. Just have fun with them and just play with them. Let me just bring it in though, because I did show you earlier. Did I do it with this? Well, where's that? Is it that one that I did it with? Is it that one? I think it might be that one. Let's come in. So I'm going to take the bottom off. So there's like a little where you just click it into place and pull it out. Now, you've got, of course, that lovely corner. When you've taken this off, it's no longer a corner punch. It's now that decorative edge. So if I just bring in the piece that I did earlier, and I did say to you when I do this, Becky, push all my punches out of the way, I take it in, the cardstock into there, and I turn it around so I can see where I am. And then you're going to, and I'll try and line that up actually. Let's see if I can do that. And just clip that together. And then when you move it along, can you see this outside triangle part? Yep. When you pop your punch in, you just want to take it up where it just literally touches and meets. So it gives you that line up. And I'm just going to, when I say line up, it gives you that more accurate line up. So push, that's back in. And then again, just make sure you've got rid of all your waste ones. And if you don't, you will get a clog. So just be careful when you use it. But I absolutely love these. When I say these sit on my craft desk, they sit on my craft desk. I adore them. I just think they're absolutely fabulous, and I'm so pleased we've been able to get them back into stock. You guys have been asking, so we've done that for you. And then I'm just going to remove that now from that edge. And if you do want to follow that craft along, it was April last year actually. Wait a minute. April of this year, Debbie. This year, Debbie, what are you trying to do? But now can you see you can create all your lovely decorative panels. And I did show you how to do that in the craft along as well. But these are absolutely fabulous. And then you just attach the bottom back onto there. And you can be then creating lots of fun cards just by using your punches. So that's a nice little flopper stopper there. Don't ask me why I've put tissue to stop my
I suppose it stops it from getting squashed.
I know, it's but I thought I took it out. I don't like usually popping that in. I usually put a little bit of bubble wrap, but I've run out of bubble wrap. But yeah, that's how you could be creating your own with your punches. Have a little bit of fun, get creative with them, and really, I mean, no dies needed at all.
No, makes it nice and easy, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Great kind of crafting on the go, as it were. So this is the 7-piece corner punch set. This first one is the 3-in-1, where you've got those 3 different types of a curve. This next one here is your photo corners that you've got here, which is Debbie's favourite one, great for scrapbooking. The next one here is your decorative corner, which is the little bottom, as Debbie calls them, little bottom. This is your deco fan, which I think really is beautiful, very 1920s as far as I'm concerned. This one is your fleur-de-lis. We also have your hearts, decorative hearts, and then finally we have that decorative scallops. All of these £40 or $50, platinum price is £32 or $40. I've got a couple of Halloween-y jokes to give you.
I thought we'd not heard any for a while.
Actually, these are come from Rhonda, actually.
A couple from Rhonda.
A couple of Rhonda. What's a witch's favourite hobby?
I can't work that out, actually.
Oh, it's an easy one.
Is it?
Witchcraft.
Oh,
That's very appropriate.
I fell for that one.
Very appropriate. And what do witches in Australia ride?
Witches in Australia ride? No, I don't know that one either.
A boomerang.
Oh my God.
Love them. I think they're
giving
brilliant.
you those?
They were good. Well done,
You must have been going to the Ben Mosby School of Bad Jokes. That's what it is. I love them though. Keep them coming.
I like it. I like a good joke. Definitely. That's a nice thing to do. Right, next item we're going to have a look at is... Oh, vote. Oh, gosh, of course, yeah.
Hang on a minute.
Gosh, look at the time.
Oh, is it that time already? Right, hang on a minute.
Time goes very quickly.
Can anybody remember where we started?
We do have votes for demo of the show and then demo of the day we need to do.
Oh, yes, I forgot about that. Right, so we'll start with then the Bella Luna. Nice and simple, Bella Luna, number 1. Number 2 was our bag. Our lovely, gorgeous bag there with the fabulous Wild at Heart. So that's number 2. So 1, 2, or 3 with the fabulous origami dies.
Yeah.
So number 3. And then number 4, well, we'll pop it in there, using the punches. So number 4. So 4, 3, 2, or 1, you decide.
Fantastic. Wow. Very good. I like all of those. Someone started joking, but I'm not entirely sure I'm allowed to say it. It's not really a joke. Caroline says, my hubby calls my bra an upper decker flopper stopper.
A what? Upper decker what?
Flopper stopper. Because that's what you call the little thing on your... He must be watching too much Crafters TV as far as I'm concerned. We have another one from Rhonda. Ghosts are all cowards because they have no guts. That's quite good as well. Oh, I do like these. I hope you're enjoying your Halloween evening. I hope you're enjoying going trick-or-treating if that's what you're doing, or a party, or hiding in the dark, which is what Debbie and I are going to do when we get home. Another item we have on the show are our swirl embossing folders. These are absolutely beautiful. You've seen them in action earlier on. They look stunning. This first one is your filigree swirls. Beautiful, deep embossing folders that you've got here. This next one is your graceful swirls. That is very pretty. They're all very pretty, actually, to be honest. And they're quite big, so you can use them to make a real focal point in your cards. This one is your butterfly swirls. You can see those little butterflies just cascading down there. This next one is your ornamental swirls. We then have your flourishing swirls. And then finally, we have your elegant swirls. They're all elegant as far as I'm concerned. £22 or $35. Platinum price is £17.60 or $28. If you're confused about embossing folders, as I was, Debbie did a fantastic show on Saturday, a masterclass all about embossing folders. Lots of tips and techniques for you there. Have you got any samples of these over there?
I have. Shall I show you some samples?
Yeah,
because I'm trying to get myself all ready for the demo. But yeah, let's. What have I done with samples? There they are. Let me just bring the basket out. I think it'll be quicker and easier. Absolutely love these. So the swirl embossing folders are exquisite. The other thing you're going to decide is what are you going to put on them, because you can create your decorative background, then add your flowers and then your sentiments to create some really beautiful pieces. Nicole always smashes it out of the park when it comes to embossing folders. Seriously stunning, and she used some flower dyes in there just to add that little bit of extra dimension, as she has done with this one. Again, beautiful. Simple, beautiful, classic, quick. I think my favourite has to be this one.
Yeah, I like that. I
love that, where she's done that inky background and then sanded back the embossed feature to create that white almost distress look that you get with it. But you can do things like, let me see if I've got another one in here to show you. Oh, I like that one. That's pretty. That's really nice as well. Another one with the distressing, what our design team members have done. This one has been added a little bit of glitter into there as well, so the glitter looks incredible. You can colour into these if you want to colour into them. So that one's been nice little splashy wash background. But what Nicole's then done is picked up from the embossing folder all that lovely ink into there as well. So they look fabulous. I'll show you a couple more so you can get to see just how incredible this work is. Nicole never knows when to stop because they keep on coming back. How beautiful are they? They look incredible.
So many different types of ways of using them, aren't
there? Yeah, absolutely. And then think about all the things that you might have, like nesting dies. This one I love because it's being used at the top and then inside as well. So it's like the inside and then just used at that bottom part. A DL one there, lovely DL one, just cutting into it. Again, using some flower. This is just absolutely beautiful. Give a little, because I love this one. It's like a grungy look, but isn't it fabulous? Lots of ink going off in the background. Nicole is a whiz with inks and, well, let's just say she's an absolute oracle when it comes to craft. She's a whiz at absolutely everything. She makes the most amazing pieces. But that looks beautiful on an inky background, and then picked up like I did earlier on, going back over with your inks to emphasise that embossed detail, and then add things like gilding waxes or gilding flakes over the top to really emphasise that. I love that piece. That's why I brought it on. Plus I also love, I need to ask Nicole where she gets all her flower dies from, because they're absolutely stunning. I know a lot of them will be ours in the past and previous. Nicole's been with us now. She's been on the design team, I want to say about 9-10 years.
Wow.
Could be longer.
Yeah.
She's been on the design team for a long time. And the talent shines through every single time. So much so that Leanne went, I want Nicole on my team. And now Nicole works for us. So she actually works for us, designing with Leanne and making all these beautiful samples for you to really, really enjoy as well. So they're absolutely incredible. I'm going to get ready just to make one very, very quick little technique for you as well using these. So let's get yourself all ready, Becky.
Yeah, no problem. I've got two jokes.
Oh.
What do skeletons say before eating?
Skeletons say before eating. What?
Bon appetit.
Oh my God, they're getting worse.
And do you know why black cats are good singers?
Do we know what?
Why black cats are good singers?
No idea.
Because they're musical.
Oh my God. Oh God.
They're great jokes.
Becky, I can see a future in the bad dad joke book.
A future in writing jokes for crackers, I reckon, is what we're going to do. We do have the winner for demo of the show. And
we better do that, actually.
And it is number one. Oh, no, sorry, number three.
Number three? Number three. One. Oh, was that the origami one?
Can I come over and get it while you're getting yourself sorted out with all your bits and pieces?
There you go, yes. You take that one. No, I'll stay here, Nicole. I've got Nicole on brain now, Nick.
Did we do two demos today? Did we have a vote in the earlier show?
Did we?
I've only got two.
I can't remember from this. I can't remember.
Might have to look for that.
Nesting dies.
It seems a long time ago, as far as I'm concerned.
I can't think what that was.
No, I can't think what that was. It was hours ago. It was hours ago.
Felt like hours ago.
What was it?
What was it?
Everyday nesting dies.
Everyday. Oh, he's here. Oh, I do apologise.
I'm
sorry.
I'm going over this way.
Sorry, you stay there.
You
stay there. Oh, it's a good job you were paying attention, Nick.
Oh yeah, I remember this now.
Yeah, I can remember that now. Sorry, it's my fault. I hid it. I'm so sorry, guys.
Was that wake up call, that one?
As what?
Just getting them round.
Feels like a long time ago. Let me just tell you now.
Right. If you could get your vote in, that would be marvellous. So this is, I forgot number one. Number two. And this one is number three. Number three, number two. and number 1. They are very different, and actually all very lovely. I mean, whilst I move that one forward, that one is particularly good as well. Oh, I like that one. I like these ones the best.
Is it Susie in charge at social today?
Yes, please.
Put your vote in then, Becky. Put your vote in. Tell her which one you want.
Does she really? Oh, why? 2.5 years after I joined, you're telling me this now? Really? Didn't know. Right. Okay. I'm going to vote. My vote. Okay, right, I'm going to put my vote in. Please do get your votes in. I was just checking which one won the last one because I couldn't remember. Now, Debbie, are you ready to do your demo?
I am, yes. So I'm just going to do a very quick letterpress technique. Another thing that I got asked over the weekend was to show that letterpress technique. So for anybody who missed that, I'm going to recap. I'm going to use our Duet ink pads though with this. And again, you can use any of the ink pads to create the letterpress technique. You get a different effect with each one, whether you're using the shimmer, whether you're using the opaque or the quick, because you can still do it with quick dry, believe it or not, because it'll stay wet while it's in a non-porous surface. So you'll be absolutely fine with that. Okay. Now, I normally do the letterpress technique with a 3D, but I thought, do you know what? I'm going to do it with this one. I'm going to pop it in and I'm going to show you how to do that. Now, I would use, let's use Sailor's Wake. Yeah, let's pop that one on. Now, you can take it directly to your pad and go on, but I think you've heard me often talk about getting your brayers out and then braying over the top. What I think I will do first of all is just pop this down, and I will show you both sides. I'm only going to go over the area. I'm not going to go over. This is just a very quick technique because I've seen the time. Dear me, I swear, where did the time go? It's flown by, absolutely
It's because
flown
we have
by.
so much fun.
We have, well, we have, haven't we? Now, if I just lift that out for a second, you can see it's gone in and it's gone out. So it's hit the areas over the top. And I'm just going to make sure that that's evenly spread out. I think it should be okay on that side. I do love it on this one. And I'm just going to make sure I've got a nice even coverage. The brayer will absolutely do that for you. And then I've just taken a piece of cardstock and I'm just going to lay it over the design. Now I've cut mine down to size. I'm hoping that won't move now. Do you know when you've realised you've just shifted it ever so slightly? It's like, oh my God, no. But you can see the difference between the two, so you get a different look. Now it is a 2D embossing folder, so with a 2D embossing folder, it is just your 2 plates. Oops, not that one. Get out of the way. Just your 2 cutting plates and pop that through. I have often said if you want that extra little bit, you can pop your metal shim in between there, or you could just use a piece of cardstock to pop in there as well as an extra little shim to give you that little extra definition. But that's the effect that it gives you when you go into the letterpress. So it's going into the grooves, and then if it's worked on the other side, yeah, perfect. It gives you that white line. So you've got 2 different effects depending on which side you pop it into. I like both, to be fair. Yep. I do love this this kind of technique into the back. You know, it goes into the background and then leaves the embossed detail all white. I think it looks quite pretty like that. But that effect looks just as nice as well. So it really is up to you how you want to, how you want to do that. And I think I'm just going to grab an applicator, an ink applicator. Yeah, let's pop a little bit more over there, and then just add. Actually, you could add another little colour over and go around that edging. So that is the debossed side. So this is the embossed side. And when it goes into the embossed side, because don't forget it pushes into the cardstock. So that's the bit that raised up. Yeah. So it will catch on the ink will catch on the background. When you pop it into the recessed side or the bit that's cut away, it will create where it goes into because it squeezes it, with the ink. So it's a lovely technique, and it looks absolutely fabulous. Depending on the colours that you use, those are the kind of things that you can. I've just messed around with a few inks there, and just added a little bit of. And this again is our Duet ink pads. That's just a bit of sweet clementine around there, and then you can take it in when you come into your boxes. And I mean, I love making boxes. I do.
It's lovely. But add a flower die into there. Add one of the swashers, and just use it as a. And again, I'm not bothered about that mess. I think it adds to the attraction there when you're doing that. So have a play with them, enjoy them, and try lots of different techniques with them as well. I really like that. And it's nice to see different ways of using these embossing folders, because quite often we use a bit of gilding wax, don't we, over the top, and that's sort of where it's sort of left. But I love the fact that you're doing all those different things with them. I do have a vote for the winner for vote for demo of the day, and I'd love to tell you, Debbie, that you've won.
Oh, that's fabulous news. Thank you. I wasn't expecting that.
What one did you think he was going to win?
Which one? See, I love them all, but I have got a little bit of a... I might have mentioned it once or twice, the Wild at Heart and the Scruffy Little Cat Scants. I have got a little bit of a love affair going off with that, so that would have been my preference.
Okay.
But
and in the gallery, what was your preference? What was your choice? Number 1? 1 and 3. Okay, well, Debbie, you'll be pleased to know that you can take this one home.
oh,
Because
lovely.
actually this was the winner, number 3.
The
was
origami
winner.
one. Well, there you go.
I think actually you showed it so beautifully. It made it look so easy to do, because I looked at that and I thought that looks like it's going to take ages. And actually it was just boop, 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 all done.
Yeah, put together, yeah. And like I said, that one I separated. I wanted to show you how to join it all together to create that full star effect. But you can separate them and just do them in the 4s and then create the little barrier in between with the sentiment. So thank you very much.
Gorgeous.
I'm glad you've got a bit inspired by that and like that one.
Absolutely, and it's made me buy them. Why not? I mean, I just think they're lovely. I'm going to have a quick recap on these embossing folders, which you've just seen those amazing techniques with Debbie. You've got 6 different embossing folders here. They all are quite significantly large, and they're going to work together, so you can put them on one side, one corner of the card, and then on the other corner of the card, and it would practically fill it all up. This first one is your elegant swirls. This next one here is your filigree swirls. If you watched the show on Saturday, Debbie used this with some Centura pearl card, and it looked just incredible. This next one here is your graceful swirls. We then have the butterfly swirls, all those tiny little butterflies all over the place. We then have your ornamental swirls. And then finally we have your flourishing swirls. £22 or $35. Platinum price is £17.60 or $28. We are almost at the end of the day, and it's you and me tomorrow, me and you, and I'm going to have to look up exactly what we're doing tomorrow, because I haven't.
I can give you a little clue.
What is it?
Vintage rose.
Oh yeah.
Love that. Right up my street. Mini Memories Masterclass. I'm going to take you through. I'm going to try in that, almost a little bit like a craft along, but you don't have to craft along, but I'm going to take you through each element and put them all together to show you how you can build up your mini memories. That's the masterclass. And then later on, it's Beautiful Beginnings, because it's a Wednesday. And we've got, now, Enchanted Dreams. Not had that for a long time. I've got Enchanted Dreams on there. I've got my bag of demos down here, and can I remember? The
core tools and ornate nesting dies.
The ornate nesting dies. What was the other one you said?
Core tools and essentials.
Can't wait. We're going to have a question and answer sit down as well. Hopefully both mine and Becky's. I know you're starting to feel it a little bit now. I'm hoping mine will withhold so that we can answer all those little essential questions that you might want to ask. We're calling it the Crafty Corner Essential Question and Answer time. So I think that's quite good. So that's going to be a good day.
Oh, that's brilliant. I'm really looking forward to tomorrow. I do hope you've enjoyed today. I hope you found it enlightening, inspiring, and a little bit scary, just like us. We've got loads more to show you tomorrow. Remember, we do have that Halloween sale on the website, up to 40% off on the website. You just need to go to the Halloween section. That will finish at midnight tonight UK time. So make sure if you're going to be placing any orders, you have a look there to see if there's anything that you really need or want that happens to be there. But thank you so much for joining us. As we said, tomorrow we're going to be doing this question and answers. So have a think about any questions you may have, any questions that you've been burning, wanting to know the answer to. You'll be able to find out those tomorrow. Have a lovely evening. See you tomorrow.